have to live your life working 40 plus hours a week and still just getting by?
What if you didn't have to save or get permission from your boss to take a holiday?
What if the daily stresses and anxiety of life didn't control you?
What if you didn't have to budget for the groceries every week?
What if you weren't controlled by a schedule and an alarm clock on a daily basis?
What if you didn't have to live your life longing for the weekend, only to waste the weekend stressing about Monday?
What if you didn't have to miss your family and kids while you served so many others?
This was our life before Juice Plus. Adam, the stressed out business owner, working 60 to 70 hours a week, just to survive, not even to get ahead. And I was a stay-at-home mum with no income of my own for over 8 years, limited choices, and really lacking a fulfilling passion in my life. I'll never forget one morning, I woke up very unusually at 5 a.m. and anyone who knows me well knows that 5 a.m. is not a time that I wake up on purpose. But you know, as a parent, when you have those instincts and you feel that something isn't right, I had one of those moments that morning, so I got myself out of bed and I went to check on our two girls. And Jordan at the time was 6 and Madeline was 2. And Madeline was missing from her bed. So I was running around the house, searching under furniture, trying to find her. And when I couldn't find her, and you have all of those images of what could be happening to her running through your head, I ran around the backyard. I still couldn't find her. And I ran out of our front gate, ready to scream up and down the neighbourhood. And I found her on the road. She'd made herself outside of our house somehow, and somehow outside of our front gate. And she was standing on the road where Daddy normally parks his car, and she was crying for Daddy. That was our life. We were sacrificing our greatest values, which are family and health, just to survive. Adam was having chest pains in his mid-30s simply from stress. I was terrified that I was going to lose him in the next 5 or 10 years to a heart attack. And I had to console the girls every day when they cried because he wasn't home for breakfast and he wasn't home for dinner, and many days he didn't get to see them. How many of you can relate that you're not living life to your highest values simply because of the work and financial pressures of our society? Most people in this room. And that's so sad. Life is too short to live life like that. And we're here to tell you today that that is BS, because the only reason that you are not living the life of your wildest dreams right now is because of the BS stories that you keep telling yourself of why it isn't possible. And we were telling ourselves those stories for many, many years. And we're here today to tell you that it is possible. And you know it's possible because that's why you're here. You have hope and you have desire, and conference is about nurturing that vision so you can leave here today and bring your dream to reality.
I just want to lighten the mood a little. Hell, I'm crying in the corner over here already. I don't know if I'm going to get a word out. But I just, first and foremost, I want to acknowledge every single one of you guys for who you are. I want to let you guys know that so many of us compare ourselves with so many others. How many of you guys compared yourself with some of the people that you've seen on stage in the last week? Why aren't I them? The thing is, did you forget about all the people that didn't come? because you're already in the top 10%. You're already in the top 10%. You're here. You didn't let your excuses get in the way. So I want to acknowledge you guys, and I want to give yourselves all a round of applause. I also want to acknowledge the Juice Plus company. It's an amazing company. You guys are in the right place at the right time with the right product. You know all that stuff. But this next level, I just want to thank all the corporate team for the magic that you guys have done. You know, the roller coaster ride you've taken us on in the last 48 hours. And I want to thank the company. So give them a round of applause really quickly. And I just want to say this again, because we might not get a chance at the end. It's nice to be next to you. That you can be successful. You are already successful. And I just want to give you guys that. For you guys being here, you don't know how big of a deal it is. And some of you guys don't understand why some of the leaders say, come. I think you know now.
So people often ask us, how do you create success? What does success take?
It takes...
I told him off, don't go when I go.
It takes desire, right? It takes desire. I'm in trouble already. It's never perfect. It takes desire. You know, what do you desire? What's your vision? And I don't mean the fluff. I don't mean I want financial freedom fluff. I don't want to hear about all that stuff. I want to know exactly what you want. What are you laser focused? What's your real vision? How much money needs to land into your bank account in the next 6 months so you can start to fulfill your dreams? You want people to join your tribe? Then you need to be focused. You need to be driven. You need to know where you're going. You guys heard it from all the leaders today. You guys hear it from every single NMD? Well, one thing they all had was desire. All of them had a vision. They all asked themselves, what if? If you want to be on stage in the next 12 months, then I encourage you that you make sure you have your what if. You make sure you know what you want in the next 12 months and why you're doing what you're doing. When you're on purpose, you show up. The reason you don't get on purpose is you forget why you're here. You forget your desire. You forget your vision. The company has a vision. You guys heard John share the company vision. There's a reason why this company has been around for over 40 years and it's done what it's done. Because it had vision. If you want to survive to the end, if you want to have what you truly want, then you need to be clear on what you want, not wishy-washy. Can you imagine going up to Jay Martin and asking what his vision is, and it was like wishy-washy? I just want people to have fun at conference or something. You ask that guy, you can feel it. Could I feel it if I asked you? I encourage you guys to get focused. Now, our vision was clear in the beginning. To get out of our traditional business. So I could come home and be with my best friends, my beautiful girls, and live the life that we truly wanted.
It takes commitment. Never in my life before Juice Plus had I ever seen anything through. Who else is a quitter in this room? That was me. I've tried many things, I've had many jobs, I've studied many things, and every time it got hard, I gave up. I decided to commit for the first time in my life to Juice Plus. I decided I was going to show up for me and prove to myself that I could be wildly successful at something. You see, indecision is the thief of opportunity. Your life comes down to your decisions. Change your decisions and you will change your life. Every choice you make today is either leading you away or towards the life of your wildest dreams. You get to decide right now, failure or success. Who's choosing success? You don't have to know how, and that's the beauty of this business. You don't have to know how right now, but the very act of deciding to commit 100% can change everything. So are you going to commit 100% with all of your being, or are you going to just continue to dip your toe in and just see what happens? Because I can save you the time. If you're going to just see what happens, nothing is going to happen. I was that girl. I was dipping my toe in for the first 12 months of this business. I had many unresourceful, blame, shame and justify moments. But how do you think that attitude showed up in my business? You know, the number one quality that people look for in a leader is stability. People buy you. And it's not where you are that people buy, but it's where you are going that people buy into. People will invest in a leader who is committed. I remember the exact moment on my Juice Plus journey that I decided to commit 100%, when my attitude became all in, going to do whatever it takes, no matter what attitude. And not only did my entire life shift in that moment internally, but my whole business changed. Not only did I become attractive to so many people, but I started attracting the right people to my business, and it really began to flourish overnight. Make that 2mm shift today. If you're 98% committed like I was for the first 6 to 12 months, you have to make that 2mm shift, because the 2mm make all the difference in the world. And commit to showing up for you. How many of you know what it's like to show up for a boss, to work on someone else's dreams, selling your soul for for a bad wage? Who knows how to do that for 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week? I've done that. So you know how to show up for you for 1 hour a day to work on your own dreams.
It takes determination. I urge you, I encourage you, if it's truly what you want, treat it like it's already done. Treat it like it's already done. If you could be guaranteed that in the next 2 years to 5 years you could totally own your own life, would you be willing to commit an hour to 2 every day? So why not? Because somewhere along the line you lose that faith. The thing is, you must be determined. You must show up when others aren't. You must go to the event when you know no one's turning up. Because that's what it's about. It's about determination. You guys heard one of the speakers share so amazingly. Don't wish it to be easier. Wish you could be better. Don't wish it to be easier. The obstacles are the fun place. It's the journey. That's why NMDs cry. It's the journey, it's the challenges. It's when you finally found what you're looking for, a family, and you're prepared to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Be determined, guys. And I want to let you guys know we have loads of obstacles.
Me being one of them.
She was the biggest one. How many of you guys wish that your partner, if only he or she would see this, our business would be different? Show your hand. Stop it. No one likes anyone that's desperate. You're lucky you got desperate now, not before you met them. You probably wouldn't be with them. No one likes a desperado. Lift the weights. Do the work. Get determined. My job was not to convince her. My job was to show her. My job was to show her that this was possible. So when I asked you, are you being determined? Are you showing up? Time. And I remember Linda asked me, I'm like, this thing looks awesome. It looks amazing. I don't have time. Linda said to me, half an hour to an hour on most days. Could you give me that for the next 60 days? I'm like, I could do that. Because I had desire and I was determined to find that time. And the other thing was we definitely didn't have the finances. We came to our first conference 5 days in. Now I know I'm talking to the converted, but we came to our first conference interstate with no money, all the excuses, but found a way. I would say, is there somewhere in this business that you're not showing up? The thing that you're avoiding the most is the thing you need to do the most. Get determined. Play full out.
It takes courage. Who loves to stay all warm and cozy in their comfort zone? That was definitely me. I was very, very attached to my comfort zone. This one's always emotional to me. Your comfort zone is the death zone. It's where all your hopes and dreams go to die. And if you want life to change, you have to be willing to get up and move outside your comfort zone. In fact, the quality of your life is determined by your ability to do the things that scare you. Success in this business is never a matter of your ability, it's only a matter of your inspiration. And that's why your desire is so important. When your desire is great enough, you can use that as your fuel to inspire you outside your comfort zone. Our life before Juice Plus, we had a lot of pain. And the pain of our life staying the same, that thought that our life would be in the same space 5, 10, 20 years from that moment, that pain was so much greater than the pain of having to move outside my comfort zone. And that's what I used as fuel to inspire me into action. Once I got in action, that's when the passion came for this business. It doesn't happen the other way around. So if you're waiting for the passion to inspire you into action, it's not going to happen. I still face my fears in this business every day. I don't necessarily wake up feeling like a boss babe. I've been telling myself my whole life pretty much that I'm shy, I'm introverted, that I'm just going to be a mum, I'm just a mum. I'm never going to be a career woman, I don't understand business. I've been telling those stories to myself for years. So I had to rewrite my story in this business, and that's why I love Juice Plus so much. When Celine asked me to close conference, the everyday Kira that I wake up with was like, hell no. That is the last thing I feel comfortable doing. I don't know where you are, Celine, but I feel very, very uncomfortable right now. You've shoved me off the comfort zone cliff. So thank you. Because a boss babe knows that if you say no, you don't grow. So every day I get up and I put my boss babe hat on and I ask myself, what would a boss babe do? And a boss babe would feel the fear and do it anyway. And I get to embody that persona by choice every day and rewrite my story of who I am. And there's a lot of faking it until I make it. But the more I exercise that muscle every day, the more I say yes to the things that scare me, the easier it becomes. And it's actually becoming a part of who I am. I actually feel like that quite often at times. I'm hoping to master it 100%, but more and more that's how I feel as a person. The beauty of this business is you are surrounded by people who believe in you before you believe in yourself. They lift you up when you fall. They hold your hand and show you the way outside your comfort zone. Sometimes we drag you, or try. So I just want to leave you with this thought on this point. What makes you comfortable can ruin you. What makes you uncomfortable is the only way to grow. So you have to start looking forward to being uncomfortable. Where do you need courage? Because listen carefully. What you think of yourself is more important than what you do. What you think of yourself is more important than what you do. So start rewriting those stories of how you see yourself. Wake up every day and see yourself as a boss babe or a boss boy or whatever works for you. See yourself as an awesome networker, as an influencer, as a leader, even if you're faking it until you make it.
It takes heart. Juice Plus is the company with the heart. Would you guys agree? Would you guys agree? Awesome. Honestly, guys, Juice Plus is the company heart. When you made a decision to join this tribe, if it was anything like me, it was a heart decision, not a head decision, first and foremost. It felt good. I was the reluctant person coming along to the event. I'm not doing this. But something felt right. And I think you guys all know that. I think people that come in contact with this company, you look at the leadership on corporate, you look at the leaders on stage, they lead with their heart. And that's what this business is about. When you understand, and I certainly was blessed to get this early on, that I worked out very early that this business had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. And that this business, before I even started, was bigger than me. And it was my job to help people get what they want with this vehicle. What do? We help people with health. We help people with wealth and lifestyle. You have an amazing gift. You have a responsibility to share this with others. When you're worried about approaching somebody, when you're worried about sharing this with somebody, you're in your head, not in your heart. You're making it about you. And who are you to keep it from somebody else? What if I challenge you to tell you that you're being selfish by not approaching that person? Who likes to be selfish? So get out of your head and in your heart and love on people. And I don't mean love Juice Plus all over them. I mean love them and ask them about them. How are you? How's life? What's been going on? And when you can hear that they need help, they need assistance, then guess what you get to do? You get to help them. And this business, the leaders talk about raising other leaders. I hope it doesn't take you to become an NMD until you start helping and letting other people come through. Start now. Who's coming on the ride with you? Who are you going to stand up on stage next year with other NMDs that went together, that did it together, from the heart, helping one another? I think when you get that, then people get that. People can feel you, that you're in this for the right reasons, to help them. So what if you treat it like you had a responsibility and that you're not going to be selfish anymore? That's the gift. To be able to change people's lives. That's what this is about. And when you get that, it's easy. I promise you. It's easy.
It takes conviction. Desire is the most important asset in your business because we can't give you that. That is your responsibility to cultivate that. But I believe that this is very closely followed by certainty and belief. And that's simply because the most certain person always wins. So when you get unwavering conviction in our product, in the company Juice Plus, and in our industry, people will be so attracted to that certainty. You can win two ways, not only through people being attracted to you, but you also win when you get the no's. Because those no's don't waver your belief for a second. They do not push you off path for even a minute. You know when you're certain that every conversation is just a conversation. You have no attachment to the outcome of that conversation. And you also know that you don't have to waste time convincing anyone because people need you. You don't need them. You're the one with the amazing business opportunity and health opportunity. They need you, and there are thousands of people in the world looking for something just like this. When you realise that, not only will you have so much relief in your business, but you will attract the many. I honestly believe that it is so easy to find team, and I believe that's why teams show up for me, because of that certainty. 1% of doubt will absolutely poison 99% of your belief. In the beginning of my journey, I did not have that belief. I didn't have much belief at all. I would have been a very painful team member to Linda at that time because I questioned everything. And I didn't have the belief simply because I didn't do the work. I didn't take responsibility to go and build that belief. When I got my first no, and this is what happens when you are not convinced. When I got my first no, I cried, I had a dummy spit, and I quit. I took it personally. And then I probably quit about another 5 times that month, and he had to convince me every time around it. Who's done that? Yes, many of us. See, I was so attached to the outcome of every conversation when I started. And that was a painful process. I now can see how silly that was for me to be so attached. And I love Simon Chan's analogy of sushi, and I always steal that for my team. But I'm going to use chocolate today because I'm a chocolate fan. I love chocolate. I'm ready for chocolate any time of the day, just like Juice Plus. Do you know there's actually people in the world who don't like chocolate? Like, I just can't even comprehend that. Who in the room right now doesn't particularly fancy chocolate all that much? Do we have any weirdos in the... Yeah, thank you. See, I don't understand you, but I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to quit my business just because you don't want to come and eat chocolate with me. How crazy would that be to take that personally? It's the same with our incredible company and our amazing product. It's just not going to be for everyone, and you have to be okay with that because there are thousands of people out there that are waiting. When I had that shift in my business, when I finally committed with all of my being, I knew the first thing I had to do was go to work on that belief. It was literally the first thing that I did. So I did what any committed person would do, and I became teachable. And I watched all of the links that Adam and Linda had told me to watch about 6 months before. And I stopped watching the Kardashians, and I got on the team training that he was putting on in my own home. And I can promise you, my certainty, my conviction for what we do, this mission, this product, company, the industry, went from about a 5 to 110 overnight. So choose to go to work on your belief every single day. If you're not sure how to do that, rate yourself out of 10. In our company, the Juice Plus company, the product Juice Plus, and our incredible industry. And go to work on the areas that you need it most first. And choose to keep that conviction strong. Make sure that you're showing up to team training, that you're watching the resources, using the guides within your team, watching the YouTube links that your leaders post every day. And as Laurie and Cameron would say, I love this, stay close to the fire. Because when you stay close to the fire, you stay warm and your inspiration will continue to burn bright.
So it's your time to shine. Who's ready to take control of their life? As a testament, I know that sin can change your life. It can deliver dreams. If someone had told me 3 years ago, coming to my first conference, is there any people here the first time? Let me hear you guys. To think that 3 years ago, I was you. Actually, I was probably less than you. I was 5 days in. I'm guessing most of you guys have been here longer than 5 days. 7. I beat you. And I'm not competitive. But honestly, guys, this thing delivers dreams. It's up to you. Serve the many. Help people get what they want. Stop making it about you.
So what are your dreams? I have my team's dreams in my hands right now. I know what every single one of my team members' dreams are. And I just want to share a couple with you because I know that these are your dreams. Brooke, my dream is to create something so great for me and my son, something that is very rare in my family. Financial security, success, and to create choices to live the way we choose to live. The people who have doubted me and walked away from me since joining this business are my fire to succeed. Not to prove to them, but to prove to myself that I have what it takes. Julie, the feeling I have something that I was destined to be more. Be something, be someone. I feel I have this burning desire to be a leader, or just that I was destined to be more than just a statistic. I don't want to just exist. I want to create a life for myself that will live on through my 3 beautiful babies. Something has to change, and that something starts with me. And Roxy, I've never really felt fulfilled, passionate, or excited to be going to work Monday to Friday and fitting into the normal rat race lifestyle. I never felt like I was getting to experience life as it was designed to be lived because of the restrictions of the work to live mentality. I want to live life with no time restrictions, determine what my monetary worth is myself, and do the things that I want to do when I want to do it. What is your hope for this business? What are your dreams? Because your destiny is your responsibility. You are the master creator of your life. Do you want to look in the eyes? And this is in the words of Emma Sneddon. I can't claim this, but it made a profound impact on all of us who heard it. Do you want to look into the eyes of your children 20 years from now, or even 5 years from now, and have to say to them, you could have had it all, but I couldn't be bothered? That's heartbreaking. What if all this was possible? You know it's possible because there's plenty of social proof in this room right now. The only difference in your failure or success is if your desire, your vision, is greater than your distractions. If your desire and your vision is greater than your doubts. You have the seeds of greatness inside of you. Every single one of you has an unlimited potential blueprint. The question is not, can I be successful? The question is, will you show up to water those seeds of greatness so they can flourish. Because the truth is, if you gave 100%, you would get 100%. The truth is, it's all up to you. It's your job to push yourself. And that's what the leaders do. They give 100%. And if they don't get the results they were hoping for, because believe me, there'll be many challenges along the way, when we don't get the result that we were hoping for, we don't give up on ourselves. We ask ourselves better questions. What do I need to know? Where do I need to learn? How do I need to grow? More importantly, who can help me through this challenge? Change isn't always easy, but it's simple. And life is far too short not to live it according to your highest values. So I have a little gift that when we finish today, you'll be able to get on your way out of the doors. Lauren and the girls will be there standing, and it's just something that will remind you of your potential every single day. And when you have a moment where you feel like quitting or that you don't believe in yourself, I want you to get that little gift out and remind yourself how many people around you believe in you and that you have unlimited potential to create the life of your wildest dreams.
I urge you guys to chase your dreams. And I want to ask you guys in summary really, is how many of you guys are really, truly focused on the vision of what you want, what you desire? I urge you to get focused, to get committed, to be determined, to show up when others don't, to have courage. When times get scary, you still show up. You lead with your heart, and you show conviction. So the question is, what if? Design your day.
What if you could travel the world, wherever, whenever, and with whoever you wanted to?
What if you could chase your passions and interests and thrive while doing it?
What if you had the freedom to stock up on your favourite groceries every week?
What if you could What if you could build a tribe of like-minded people who lift you up every day?
What if you could show up like a boss babe and not have to look at the price tag?
What if you could live in your dream home?
What if you could contribute your time and your money to a vision bigger than you?
Skateboard you to school every day.
What if you could be with the people you love and never miss another special moment?
What if you simply decided you believe in yourself?